Yes. So, if there is one word that could describe this image, what comes to your mind? Okay, yin and yang. Balance of feminine and masculine, yeah. Anything else? Okay, the union. The good, bad. Okay, basically polarities. So this is a yin-yang symbol. And basically what I'm here today to talk to you about, and to more than talk, I'd like you to embody a little bit of what I teach and what I believe in. So basically, Chi, okay, QI is pronounced as Chi. Chi means energy, prana, vital force, or bioelectricity. Okay, it is the life force in our body. And Gung means to put in time, energy, and effort to become a specialist at something. Okay, so when we talk about Chi Gung, when we talk about Chi, it is universal. It's about the Chi in the cosmos, the Chi in the universe. And here specifically what we are dealing with is the human Chi, the human Chi system. Okay, so basically the word Qigong, it comes from also, you must have heard of Gung Fu, commonly called Kung Fu. Kung Fu means to also specialize in something, to put in time, energy, and effort to become a specialist in something. You could be a Kung Fu in cooking, for instance. Okay, so this misconception that it is only martial arts. Most of the times we look at Kung Fu and we think of, the image that comes to our mind is Bruce Lee, I would say, okay? And thanks to him and several films, actually it came into the West and got popularized. Much more with these spectacular fighting sets and so on. The whole objective was from the external to bring people into the internal. But sadly, most of it remained in the external. Okay, I mean, so people were much more interested and, to be impressed by these fancy moves, someone throwing off someone and so on, So basically, this is what Qigong means, working with the Qi, the human Qi system, and it takes time. It's working with the breath. So if you look at this Harvard Health publication, Qigong, pronounced Qi, also in the West it's called, several people call it Chi Gung. It's translated as breath work or energy work. This consists of gentle breathing combined with soft, slow, and gentle movements. The idea is to help relax the mind and mobilize the body's Qi, or energy. Qigong may be practiced standing, sitting, or lying down. Today, of course, what we would be doing is the standing sets. And yeah, the Harvard Medical School rightly summed this as no pain, more gain. Okay, but I would also like to, allow people to also go through sensations. When you're standing there, later when we're doing this, whatever is going on in the body is okay. You just need to sense it, to feel it, and to be with it for a few moments, and it would pass. So some of the benefits of Qigong: it helps in managing stress, anger, depression, so on. Releases energy blockages in the body that can cause physical and emotional distress. Improves balance and strengthens the spine. It aids in healing nerve debility, back, and joint problems. So Qigong stimulates and innovates the internal organs, improves balance and immunity. It also relieves chronic symptoms caused by diseases such as even cancer. There are people who have healed themselves, using Qigong techniques. I otherwise call this, sum it up as the Taoist harmony yoga. Somewhere in the 534 AD, there was Bodhidharma from the south of India who brought a lot of Qigong techniques to China. I won't go too much into the history of it. Many of these techniques got popularized in China and it was forgotten. And many of these things with Buddhism, it was also forgotten in India, but it got popular in the West, China, and then moved to the West. So some of the techniques are also bone marrow washing, cleansing, and aimed at longevity and wellness. And these are techniques that I have gone abroad to learn them and bring it back to India. For me, it was also a deepening of my knowledge of yoga, which I used to practice as a child, and a few things that I went deeper into understanding yoga with Qigong. So I'm very grateful and thankful about that. So basically, in yogic parlance, we talk about opening the chakras. In Chinese, they call it the dantians. And basically, it is the three main dantians. I'm going to come there and explain to you also as we do this. So basically, you have the cranial dantian, or the limbic system. Check. Yeah. So the cranial dantian, or the upper dantian, the middle dantian, the heart center, okay, and the lower dantian. Okay, so this is your physical center. This is our physical center. It's also where the intestines are, or the gut. And it's not by chance that we talk about the gut feeling. So a lot of energy is actually stored in the lower dantian. So this is the physical center, and this is the spiritual center. So basically, you're aiming to harmonize. Two is one. Okay, you can't distinguish between this. Messages from here coming here, and vice versa. Moving from the lower dantian to the upper dantian. So the whole idea is to awaken these dantians and allow the chi to circulate throughout the body. The techniques are very simple. It's very simple, easy. Anyone with any condition, if you can walk, or stand, you can do Qigong. I've also worked with people on wheelchairs, people who are not quadriplegics, paraplegic, and some people even lying down. So some of the Chi healing techniques are much more to resource people who lack that energy to do it for themselves. And the whole idea is to enable, the body has an innate intelligence, the ability to heal itself. It's just giving that space and that non-judgment and unconditional listening that a person is able to heal themselves.